Like, how are you guys handling this? Because I can't. Like, they are hunting us down like animals. Like, and are you all okay with this? Just because we look this way? Just because of our names? Like, what? I'm so angry. Like, there is so much rage.
¿Qué pensaba que iba a pasar cuando ganó Trump? What did you think was going to happen when Trump won? You're saying you believed the president when he said he was going to deport criminals.
Now, Elena is left behind with her daughter, 7-month-old son, and Ariel's 70-year-old grandmother.
Encadenado en unas condiciones inhumanas. Una persona que estaba a la espera de su resolución de su situación legal, pero tenía su permiso de trabajo, pero tenía su seguro social y tenía su audiencia programada para el 2028.
I was convinced that voting for Trump was for the economy or against crime, when in reality I was supporting a man and a movement that dehumanizes people. He basically built his platform on targeting immigrants, spreading hate, and I feel that it would be immoral and inhumane to let a man who is suffering, who is terminally ill, spend what little time he has left in pain and isolation. Please don't let him die in a cell. Please don't let his vital memories be of those of pain and isolation. The American flag stands for compassion, kindness, liberty, and justice for all. We're all human, and today I'm asking for one human act of compassion to please let my dad come home.
Hey guys, it's your girl Bleezy, and you're welcome back to Bleezy React channel. And if you're joining us for the first time, we appreciate you. You are welcome. And also do well to subscribe to our channel for more unfiltered, raw, and real truth. So they cheered, they wore their hats, now they are packing their bags in tears. Some Trump voters are facing deportation, and the regret is loud, raw, and heartbreaking. These are loyal supporters. They believe in promises. They believe the speeches. They believe the slogan that said America first. But nobody told them they might be the ones pushed out. Now, immigration policies are tightening. Protections are disappearing. And people who once felt safe are suddenly questioning everything. Some are saying, this is not what we voted for. Others are begging, if I could take back my vote, I would. Families are scared. Communities are shaking, and the realization is painful. Politics has consequences. So guys, join me as we get into more videos.
Cubanos por Trump to the front of the room. Do y'all remember that movement?
Oh my God, I will vote. I will vote for Donald Trump. Vote for Donald Trump. I love my freedom. I will vote for Donald Trump.
A few moments later,
A wave of disappointment. One of President Donald Trump's most loyal voting blocs, Cuban and Venezuelan immigrants. Now speaking out in Miami, a Republican stronghold, as the recent wave of deportations hits home.
Ay, sí, usted está aquí por su esposo, por mi esposo que fue detenido ahora injustamente.
I will vote for Donald Trump.
¡Injusticia! ¡Es esto! ¡Injusto! Esto es para cualquiera. Tienen lista con abogados, sin abogados, que esto es como quiera. Como si fuera un delincuente. No hay ningún delincuente cumpliendo derechos en este país. Y mira lo que le hacen. Injusticia. ¿Qué caso tenía su esposo? Y 220A con fecha de corte. ¿Y qué estaba técnica? ¿Qué había presentado? El asilo. Pero nada, a ellos no les importa que tú tengas asilo. A ellos no les importa nada. Eso es al azar. Porque por favor, que ayuden, que traten de apoyar a mi esposo como apoyar a los otros.
Voted for Trump. How do you feel now?
Horrible. Horrible.
What did you vote for?
I voted for change, but I didn't vote for this change.
Through tears, wearing an ICE-issued uniform, Cynthia Oliveira begs the Canadian government for help.
I really do need their help. I don't want to be in here.
The mother of 3 is currently being held by ICE at this detention center in El Paso, Texas. She says her nightmare started on June 13th when she went to her green card interview.
You thought you were going to be getting your green card, but instead they arrested you. Did they trick you?
Yes. They said, look, she's getting deported immediately.
Cynthia's husband, Francisco, is a U.S. citizen. She says her parents brought her to the United States from Toronto when she was just a little girl.
The U.S. is my country. That's where I met my husband. That's where I went to high school, junior high, elementary. That's where I had my kids.
And, like her husband, she too supported President Trump's promise to launch the largest deportation program of criminals in American history.
Well, I voted Trump and I got deported. Thought being half French wouldn't get deported. Now I'm in Paris and I'm unsupported and poor. When he said Latin, I did not expect for me to be included on that laundry list of people who should never be inside the country again. And I don't speak their language, and they're so xenophobic. Oh, isn't it ironic? I voted and I got it. He kicked me out the nation. What a fucked up situation. But this is what I wanted. I voted and I got it. Yeah, I was just a dreamer. My parents weren't believers, and I pledged my allegiance to be stripped away with ease. Oh, I put him on the ballot, and he sent me off to France. Oh God, I'm so embarrassed. How do I change my vote again? I got deported, thought being half German meant I'd stay in Portland. Now I'm on a train heading east towards the end. 20 years spent building up a life here just to watch it crumble in a couple nights. Dear Mr. President, do you sleep all right with yourself? Oh, I voted Trump and he shipped me off to the furthest destination of the world across the Atlantic. Now I'm homeless and I'm living off baguettes. Yeah, I voted for the man who directly helped in the process of me losing legal status itself. Now I'm squatting near the base of the Arc de Triomphe alone. Voted for Trump and I lost my passport, couldn't fly back. Now I'm stuck to ask for where they keep the European version of NASCAR's show. Busking outside of a French-ass airport, begging for the embassy to take me to their court. Told me that they couldn't, so I snuck on a transport home.
The FAFO phase for Latinos for Trump continues with this Florida mother, apparently named Claudina Toltowicz, who pleaded in Spanish to President Trump to not deport her son, as he's now in ICE custody. And what I don't understand is that all of these people voted for Donald Trump knowing full well what his stance was on immigration. But now that it happened to them, they're angry. And let's be clear, they're only angry because it happened to them. Had this woman's son still been out, she'd still be cheering on ICE. Now this woman, who apparently is a realtor in Florida, claims to be a naturalized United States citizen and even talks about registering to vote as a Republican because of President Trump. The woman claims she came to this country with a lot of dreams, fleeing from her country. Now what's interesting is that this woman says that she brought her kids here legally, perhaps on a tourist visa, but I'm sure she's well aware that overstaying your visa is against the law. Going as far as to say that he's being kidnapped by ICE. Let's be clear, I don't wish this upon anyone, but that woman whose son is now in ICE custody voted for Trump's immigration policy, and now she's finding out the hard way.
Cubans in Florida are being deported in record numbers. Cubans have had a long-standing special relationship with the United States of America and have had special immigration privileges for decades now. Cubans were among some of the Latino population who supported and voted for Donald Trump at the highest numbers, lest we forget the Donald Trump song that they came up with.
Vote for Donald Trump, I love my freedom. I will vote for Donald Trump.
Cubans held those privileges for decades. Donald Trump has changed that. According to an article by the New York Times, has repatriated more than 1,600 Cubans in 2025, according to the Cuban government. That is about double the number of Cubans who were repatriated in 2024, and in years that Trump has been president. He has sent more Cubans back than his last 3 predecessors. Polls, however, suggest that many Cubans who support Trump still do support Trump, but they're confused as to why they thought they would be immune to ICE raids, immune to deportation, and they really thought they were a part of the MAGA family. At the end of the day, this is one big fuck around and found out.
Mi hijo no es un indocumentado, mi hijo es otro latino más que está sufriendo en carne propia lo que miles de latinos hoy están sufriendo en Estados Unidos.
Latinos for Trump just don't get it. They don't want you either. Just for context, this is Ángela Vergara, a Colombian congresswoman who is also an avid Trump supporter whose son was recently detained by ICE and has been chained up for 20 days apparently. We've tried telling these people countless times. And the thing about Latinos for Trump is that they genuinely believe that they are exempt from all of this. They openly support ICE, they openly support what's going on until it happens to them. And seeing videos like these where Latinos for Trump FAFO genuinely make my day. I have zero sympathy for these people, and I genuinely hope that this happens to every Latino for Trump. Unfortunately, it is their innocent family members who will be paying the price, but oh well, you get what you vote for.
We have some big news right now. A man voted for Donald Trump, and now his wife is sitting in an ICE detention center. This story involves Bradley Bartell and Camila Munoz. According to USA Today, the two of them have been together for several years now. Last month, they were on their way home to Wisconsin after honeymooning in Puerto Rico when an immigration agent pulled her aside in the airport, asked if she was an American citizen. She wasn't. But they had taken legal steps so that one day she might get U.S. citizenship, so they felt comfortable enough to travel to Puerto Rico. And while now she's in an ICE detention facility, millions of Americans, including Bartell, her husband, voted for Donald Trump on the promise that he would crack down on criminal illegal immigrations. But now they're having buyer's remorse because this effort has expanded to include immigrants whose application for legal status is in the country is under review. None of the women had criminal records. All were in the ongoing legal immigration process and felt comfortable boarding a domestic flight. And well, now Camila is in a nice detention center, and her husband is having buyer's remorse for his vote for Donald Trump.
They took my wife.
This man who wished not to be identified says his wife is from Venezuela and has lived in the United States for a few years. She was one of 3 people taken from this home. I'm told the 2 others were men who worked in construction. You see them here. This video, only 1 minute and 52 seconds long, we do not see his wife being removed from the home. But this is a picture of her that he keeps in his wallet. Her name is Vianis Ramirez, and he says she was in the process of becoming a United States citizen.
She already had a court date. She was good. Everything's good. He just came in and snatched her.
These are pictures from the Department of Homeland Security detaining other undocumented men and women in Broward County.
It's despicable what they're doing right now. It's very embarrassing.
President Donald Trump arrived at his Trump National Golf Resort in Doral Saturday, set to host GOP leaders for a conference. This man hopes this message makes it to him.
If I get a chance to talk to you, man, yo, please, man, let's work something out. So you, man, let me keep my wife here in the United States, man. She deserves to be here, man.
ICE reports nearly 1.
We have some big news right now. A Trump voter in California wants his vote back. He now has buyer's remorse after seeing his wife be detained by ICE during a routine interview with ICE officials. Francisco Oliveira spoke to California news station KGTV, where he says, "I want my vote back. I feel totally blindsided after his wife, Cynthia Oliveira, who is a Canadian national, was detained by ICE during a recent interview for permanent U.S. residency. Cynthia Oliveira is a 45-year-old Canadian national, mother of 3 U.S.-born children, has been in the United States since she was 10 years old, and yet was detained during a recent visit towards ICE offices. Her husband voted for Trump, his family voted for Trump, and now they're having buyer's remorse. As he told KGTV, he wants his vote back. Now his wife may soon be deported. He will be in the United States with his 3 children. More and more people who voted for Trump are clearly having buyer's remorse. Spread the word, follow along for more, and subscribe to my site.
So the leader of... the leader of Latinos for Trump, Cuban edition. Hector Luis Valdez Cocho. Yeah, he's been detained by ICE. I feel both for Donald Trump.
So this is what happens when slogans replace reality. This is what happens when politics hit home. This is what happens when the vote you cast comes back knocking on your door. This isn't about left or right. It's about people learning the hard way. The decision at the ballot box shapes the real life. And right now, many are learning the most expensive lesson of all. If you think politics doesn't affect you, think again. This is the FAFO era. Actions have consequences, and reality doesn't care who you voted for. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think they deserve empathy or accountability? Like, subscribe, and share to this video because the truth doesn't trend unless we push it. This is Bleezy React, where reality meets raw truth. See you guys on the next one. Bye.